When I was 18, by the roadside, I found a delinquent girl no one cared about. I gave everything to warm her heart, but I could never warm her icy heart. Until the man she truly loved appeared, I finally understood. She was not cold by nature. Her tenderness had simply never belonged to me. The day I decided to let go, I told her a lie. I said I would be right back, then turned away and never came back. 7 years vanished in the blink of an eye. We unexpectedly reunited on a film set. Now a superstar actress, she grabbed her male co-star. "I'll be right back." "Where did you go?" In an instant, my palms broke out in a cold sweat. By Ningbing, the newly crowned Best Actress, stood just 5 meters behind me. If I so much as turned around, I would come face to face with her. "Ms. Bai, the next scene is where you reunite with your ex. Please convey lingering affection and reluctance to part." By Ningbing let out a disdainful snort. "Lingering affection does not feel right to me. He is already an ex-boyfriend. There is nothing to hold on to." Her voice was still as cool and distant as it had been 7 years ago. Back when we were 18, she had used that very voice to softly call my nickname, Xiaoyu, again and again. The conversation behind me continued. I did not catch a single word the assistant director said. Only By Ningbing's distant voice rang clearly in my ears. As the ex she clearly had no wish to take back, I decided I would never let her recognize me. I thought to myself, once filming was over, we would go our separate ways for good. Just then, a co-worker suddenly shouted my name. "Xiaoyu, did you find the props?" The air behind me fell instantly silent. I grabbed the props and fled in a panic. By Ningbing did not come after me. I quietly reassured myself. Maybe she had not heard it. Even if she had, she probably did not care. While we were setting up the studio, I earnestly told my co-worker, "Call me Xiao Fang next time. Do not call me Xiaoyu anymore." "What is wrong? Xiaoyu is such a lovely name." "Xiao Fang sounds more professional." "Ha ha ha, alright. Director Xiao Fang it is. Ha ha ha." This was the first production I had worked on as an assistant director. Before joining the production, I already knew By Ningbing was the female lead. She was the daughter of top-tier stars. She had access to the best resources in half the entertainment industry. Her connections were formidable, and her acting was beyond reproach. At 25, she had already won Best Actress, and I was the first love she had hidden away in her youth. I repeatedly wondered whether I should join the production. In the end, I could not bring myself to give up such a rare opportunity. I swore to myself, she could never recognize me. If my identity was exposed, my career would be over. Because our breakup 7 years ago had been utterly humiliating. In my heartless breakup letter, I wrote, "I knew all along that you were the daughter of celebrities. I only got close to you to dig up dirt on your family. I do not like delinquent girls at all. I like gentle, sensible girls. For the rest of our lives, we never need to meet again." The more detached and final those words sounded, the more pathetic I looked as I walked away. I had no way of knowing how By Ningbing felt after reading that letter. But I knew this. She had always held grudges over the smallest slight, and never showed mercy. If she ever got the chance to get revenge, I would most likely be blacklisted from the industry for good. By Ningbing is even more beautiful in person than on screen. Her genes are incredible. Just look at who her parents are. They were once the best actor and best actress. Naturally, she is far more beautiful than most people. What I love most is her poise. She is gentle, cultured, and sensible. She must have been the prettiest girl in school. Hearing that, I nearly choked on my saliva. By Ningbing, the prettiest girl in school. That could not be more wrong. When she was younger, she was not a school beauty at all. She was the feared street queen everyone avoided. I will never forget the first time I saw her. Rain poured down that day. Pedestrians hurried along the street, but she looked as if her soul had left her. She sat alone by the roadside, perfectly still. Only when I slowly approached, did she slowly raise her eyes. Her voice was vicious and cold. "Get lost." I did not turn and leave. Instead, I opened an umbrella and held it over her head. That was the beginning of my story with By Ningbing. I shook my head hard, forcing those memories from my mind. The studio was far too loud and chaotic. I slipped into the stairwell for a moment of quiet, but the moment I pushed open the stairwell door, I saw By Ningbing standing in the darkness. She watched me with cold eyes. The atmosphere felt exactly like it had back then. The stairwell was dim and silent. I lowered my head and tried to leave quietly, but By Ningbing suddenly called out to stop me. "What do you do here?" "I am a director's assistant. To become Director Zhang's assistant right after graduation, you must be quite capable." Thank you, Ms. Bai. How old are you? 25. We are the same age, and you actually call me Ms. Bai. The assistant director calls you Ms. Bai too. He is already 43. Then say it again. Let me hear it. I forced myself to speak. Ms. Bai. In the darkness, I could not make out Bai Ningbing's expression. I could only vaguely sense her lips curl upward. It was a cold smile without the slightest warmth. A chill ran through me, yet I still hoped she could not possibly recognize me. 7 years had passed. I had changed completely. I was no longer that sallow, scrawny boy from back then. I had become the fresh-faced handsome man people praised today. Even my relatives had nearly failed to recognize me, especially not here, in this dim stairwell. Please get some rest, Ms. Bai. I will get back to work. Wait. She spoke again. What is your name? Fang Chen. Have you ever used another name? No. Bai Ningbing fell silent for a long time. My back instantly broke out in a cold sweat. My original name was Fang Chen. Later, I changed it to Fang Xiaoyu. She had lied to me back then. Now I had lied to her once. That made us even. The summer after my first year of high school, I found a destitute Bai Ningbing on a street corner. She told me she had nowhere to go. With no family by her side, I believed every word. Naively, I thought she was just like me, another pitiful soul abandoned by the world. When I was a child, my parents divorced and each started new families. They both had new children. I was the only one they cast aside. I was sent to live with my aunt. For years, I lived in a dark, damp basement. From childhood, I was especially obedient and well-behaved, because I knew being obedient was the only way to get a full meal. Bai Ningbing and I were completely different people. I was quiet and introverted. Studying was all I had in life, and nothing else. When classes were reshuffled in our second year of high school, Bai Ningbing and I ended up in the same class. No one knew anything about her family background. There were even rumors that she had no parents, that she was alone and had no one to rely on. At school, we were like strangers. We kept out of each other's way. But no one knew that every night, Bai Ningbing would knock on the basement window. I would clear a small space on the floor and let her make a bed on the floor for the night. The next morning, before my aunt's family woke up, she would slip away quietly, as if she had never been there. Bai Ningbing skipped class all the time, and there were always fresh injuries on her body. Whenever I carefully treated her wounds, Fang Xiaoyu, could you be gentler? Call me Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu, could you be gentler? Xiaoyu was my childhood nickname. My late grandmother gave it to me herself. Compared to the name Fang Xiaoyu, I preferred that tender nickname, simply because it was the name Bai Ningbing called me most. Watching the girl who came here for shelter each night, Bai Ningbing, I always instinctively felt she was more pitiful and helpless than I was. Over time, I began to harbor a sweet illusion. When I forgot my textbook and got scolded by the teacher, she would walk from the back row to the podium, then slam her own textbook onto my desk. Though I was a boy, I developed late and was small and slight. Students from other classes often bullied me. Whenever I felt wronged and helpless, Bai Ningbing would always step forward and stand in front of me. He's under my protection. Foolishly, I thought we were saving each other. Only later did I understand. It had all been my one-sided wishful thinking. Bai Ningbing was the daughter of top-tier celebrities. Her family had countless mansions and sports cars. One pair of shoes on her feet could have bought all my clothes for an entire season. She got close to me, only to use me to provoke her family. When did I finally see the truth? Probably the day Jingnian appeared. My tangled thoughts were abruptly interrupted. When I returned to the studio, someone pressed a milk tea into my hand. Jingnian had come to visit the set again. He had brought milk tea for everyone. Look at that tall, rich, handsome guy standing with the best actress. They are a match made in heaven. I looked into the distance. Bai Ningbing had her head tilted to one side, quietly listening to Jingnian speak. Like everyone else, I was drawn in by the beautiful sight. All of a sudden, Bai Ningbing seemed to sense it. Her gaze came straight to me. I hurriedly lowered my head, afraid to meet her eyes. When I looked up again, she had already looked away, as if that moment of eye contact had only been a wishful illusion of mine. Bing bang, when filming raps. Come with me to Paris for the fashion shows. His tone was exactly the same as 7 years ago. It had not changed at all. I could not help slipping into my memories. Back in high school, Bai Ningbing and I had remained nothing more than classmates. It was not until the summer after our college entrance exams that we officially became a couple. After we started dating, by Ningbing, was neither warm nor rejecting. She still could not say a single tender, heartfelt word of love. Yet in certain small ways, she was an exceptionally thoughtful girlfriend. She was sensitive to every detail, caring and attentive, and always made me look good in front of others. By Ningbing never let me meet any of her friends. Once, I went to find her at a pool hall, hoping to surprise her, but her face tightened, her voice thick with irritation. "Don't come to places like this again." I did not think much of it then. I thought she was just aloof and withdrawn, until Jingnian appeared, and completely shattered my illusions. He wore an expensive custom-tailored suit, with an impeccably styled haircut. Like a dazzling beam of light, he burst into my bleak world. "Bing Bing, why are you here? I just bought a Ferrari. Let me take you for a drive." "Bing Bing, who is he?" "Hello. I am Bai Ningbing's boyfriend." "Are you kidding me? How could Bing Bing ever be interested in you?" "I am her future boyfriend. Our families arranged our engagement long ago." "Who said that?" Bai Ningbing's face darkened. She shoved Jingnian away. Her voice was firm, leaving no room for argument. "I never agreed to this engagement." His explanation was feeble and unconvincing. Not long after, Bai Ningbing's parents came to see me in person. That was when I learned Bai Ningbing was born into a celebrity family. And not just any celebrity family. Her family practically controlled half the entertainment industry. Bai Ningbing did not get along with her parents. She deliberately transferred from an elite school to an ordinary high school, and deliberately refused to go home. Her parents were away all year, and barely paid attention to their daughter. They had no idea what she did every day. At the end of that conversation, her father said to me, "Fang, you may not know this. Although Bai Ningbing is a girl, she is very rebellious. She is with you only to spite us. She does not truly like you. She has pulled this sort of thing many times before. If you do not believe me, watch how she treats Jingnian. Jingnian is the one she loves. The two of them have been together since childhood, but she has not realized her own feelings. Fang, you and our family are from different worlds." Later, I found that her father had not lied to me. Though she said he annoyed her, Bai Ningbing was very patient with Jingnian. Once, Jingnian was mocking me for being poor. Then Bai Ningbing appeared the next second. His face instantly turned aggrieved. "Bing Bing, Fang Xiaoyu just said he was going to hit me." "Fang Xiaoyu, I told you before. Do not provoke him." In that moment, I understood. Bai Ningbing was not incapable of love. She just would never bloom for me. At the end of August, I accepted Bai Ningbing's parents' terms. With their financial support, I went abroad to study. Given my circumstances, this was likely my only chance to study abroad. The day I left, I told Bai Ningbing I wanted to buy some chocolate. Out of habit, Bai Ningbing took out her wallet. "Buy the most expensive kind." I did not take it. "I do not need your money. I will be right back." "Okay, I will wait for you." But I never came back. At Bai Ningbing's parents' request, I left behind a vicious breakup letter, completely crushing Bai Ningbing's hopes. That first love, lasting only 3 months, quietly withered as autumn arrived. I changed my name, and cut off all contact with my high school classmates. I used to fade into the background, and my classmates often bullied me. I treasured this hard-won chance to study, and learn to work out and dress well. My name and appearance both changed. Along with her parents' deliberate cover-up, Bai Ningbing had no way to find me. To her, I might as well have been dead to her. But as for Bai Ningbing, I heard plenty about her. After I left, she decided to repeat her final year of high school. She got into Beijing Film Academy and made her debut. Her career soared. Before the cameras, she was gentle and elegant. Her captivating smile set her fans' hearts racing. There was no trace of the girl she used to be. I suppose everyone changes. I had changed too. After a long day at work, my whole body ached from exhaustion. Yet my co-workers were bursting with energy. "Wow, this picture is stunning." "What?" Bai Ningbing's new candid set photo is trending. I leaned over to look. A candid photo had sparked heated discussion. In this scene, Bai Ningbing's character runs into her ex. Look at her eyes. They are incredible. Bai Ningbing has truly brought the female lead to life. In the photo, Bai Ningbing gazed quietly ahead. Her every movement was poised and graceful. Yet crimson flames burned in her eyes. Wild and mad. What chilled me even more was this. At the edge of the photo, the blurred figure in the direction of her gaze, was me. Filming continued the next day. The male lead had an accident and had to go to the hospital. This was an important scene between the two leads. There was no time to waste. The director was frantic. In the end, he decided to find a stand-in first and film Bai Ningbing's shots. Bai Ningbing wanted to choose the stand-in herself. I stood at the very edge of the crowd. Yet, of all people, Bai Ningbing's gaze settled on me. I am busy. The director had no objections. He even urged me to quickly change into the male lead's clothes. I only needed to show my back, but to make sure the stand-in did not look out of place. The makeup artist still did my makeup. When I stood before Bai Ningbing, she seemed dazed for a moment. Bai Ningbing asked, "Are you nervous? Never acted before? You do not need to act. Just listen." After a pause, she added, "Relax. If you are nervous, your body will stiffen, and it will look unnatural on camera. Okay, try taking a deep breath to calm yourself." "Thank you, Ms. Bai. When the camera is on me, just listen to my lines." And Bai Ningbing did not continue. I looked up at her. "What else? What about my chocolate?" She spoke one word at a time. A crazed glint shone in her eyes, every bit as intense as before. She slowly held out her hand. "Xiaoyu, it has been 7 years. You should have bought it by now, right? I am doomed." That was my first thought. Bai Ningbing had probably recognized me long ago. As it happened, this scene was also set after the female lead reunited with him after a long separation, when she made a heartfelt confession to the male lead. For a moment, I thought those were the words she wanted to say to me. But how could that be? The real Bai Ningbing had never said anything romantic to me. After filming, the director gave me a thumbs up. "Fang, you have real talent for acting. Your look just now was spot on." Could it be that we were both simply playing ourselves? For the next few scenes, Bai Ningbing specifically asked for me to lay eyes with her. It gave me a massive headache. Too many powerful interests were tied to Bai Ningbing. Even the director could not afford to offend her. Appointing me now, what else could it be but revenge? I was exceptionally promoted from director's assistant to assistant director. As Bai Ningbing's dedicated assistant director, for 18 hours a day, I had to revolve around her. But I did more than an assistant director's job. For example, when the crew needed to move heavy equipment, I had just rolled up my sleeves. When Bai Ningbing grabbed me, "Buy me a milk tea." Not just milk tea. She ordered loads of snacks too. They could have been delivered, but she insisted I bring them back myself. Still, to be fair, my co-workers envied my paid trips out. But once I brought the snacks back, Bai Ningbing no longer wanted them. After working for Bai Ningbing like this for a week, I had actually gained weight. As time passed, even my co-workers became curious. Is she deliberately buying you snacks? Impossible. But she really indulges you. Bai Ningbing is strict. Her company invested in this production too. She has chewed out every previous assistant director. But she has never scolded you. That is not true. I am lucky if she does not torment me. I firmly denied it. The rumors around the set eventually reached Lu Jingnian's ears. Lu Jingnian hurried over. "You are Bingbing's new assistant." I could not help correcting him. "Assistant director. Can someone so young do the job properly?" "Young Master Lu, please do not judge by appearances." Lu Jingnian studied me for a long moment. "Have we met somewhere before? You may have mistaken me for someone else." I had no interest in catching up with the young master. I continued organizing the work schedule. Lu Jingnian scoffed. "I have seen plenty of people like you on film sets. Do not think that because Bingbing favors you, you have a chance to climb your way up. I suggest you know your place. Otherwise, you will be heartbroken when it is too late." "What are you talking about? You look a little like Bingbing's old boyfriend." After Lu Jingnian said that, he waited for my reaction. He thought I would be shocked and hurt, but I looked at him in confusion. "So what? She only promoted you because she sees you as a substitute. It is not because she values you. Bingbing hates that man. So, do not get too pleased with yourself." I set down my work. Then I looked at him with a smile. If she hates him, why would she find a substitute? That is a contradiction. Lu Jingnian had no answer. But after he left, my heart would not settle. Bai Ningbing hated me, just as I thought. That night, Bai Ningbing suddenly messaged me. She asked me to bring her medicine. Since I could not afford to offend the female lead, I bought the medicine and took it to her. I thought Bai Ningbing was only making trouble for me. But she was genuinely sick. Bean-sized beads of sweat rolled down her forehead. Strange. Bai Ningbing never used to have stomach problems. "What is wrong? Does your stomach hurt? Where is your assistant?" "She went downtown. She cannot get back in time." Strange. Bai Ningbing never used to have stomach problems. "What happened to your stomach?" "I did not eat properly when I repeated my final year." "Why did you not eat?" She looked at me through half-lidded eyes. No one saved me any food. That reminded me of when Bai Ningbing used to sleep on the floor at my place. I would always save her a portion of dinner. By the time I finished my homework, she would have cleaned her plate, still as stubborn as ever. I saw a table full of dishes, still steaming hot. My stomach hurts, so I cannot eat. What a waste. You eat box meals from the set every day. She said it as if it were casual. You eat it. It will only go to waste otherwise. If you will not eat it, throw it out for me. I snapped apart a pair of disposable chopsticks and sat down at the table. I ate quietly. The room was quiet too. I thought Bai Ningbing had fallen asleep, but when I turned around, she was watching me. There was even a smile on her lips. The moment our eyes met, her smile vanished. She went back to looking as though the whole world owed her. She had not changed at all. As usual, we sat in silence, neither of us speaking. Not until I was leaving did Bai Ningbing suddenly speak. I have nothing to do with Lu Jingnian. Not in the past, not now, and never in the future. I nodded politely. But, Ms. Bai, I do not care anymore. That left Bai Ningbing in a foul mood for days. Whatever. Filming would wrap soon anyway. But a few days before filming wrapped, a serious accident happened. We were filming a scene on a boat. On that windy day, the sound engineer went to the restroom. So, I filled in for him. Standing at the edge of the deck, I held the boom microphone longer than I was tall. I lost my balance a little, swaying unsteadily. A fierce gust of wind hit. I lost my footing and fell overboard. Below was the lake, but I could not swim. Amid the chaos, I heard a frantic cry. Xiaoyu. Bai Ningbing dove straight in after me. She clutched me anxiously, as though she would never let go again. After that, I remembered nothing. I woke up in an unfamiliar room. There was a handwritten note by the bed. This is my home. It is not far from the filming base. I got you time off. Rest for a few days first. If you need a change of clothes, there are new men's clothes in the walk-in closet. The handwriting was unmistakably Bai Ningbing's. Many actors own homes near the filming base. Bai Ningbing was no exception. I had seen gossip before, saying she lived here most of the time. The house was spotless. I entered the walk-in closet. The first thing I saw was a black umbrella. It was the umbrella I had held over Bai Ningbing years ago. It was very old and cheaply made, yet it had been placed at the very center of the closet. Suddenly, I remembered. That day when rain poured down in sheets, I used this umbrella to shield us from the raging wind and rain. Bai Ningbing kept trying to drive me away. I did not know where I found the courage to pull up her sleeve and check her wound. She wanted to curse, but held it back. Thankfully, she did not need to go to the hospital. Wait here. I will go buy medicine. I will be right back. I shoved the umbrella into her hands. 10 minutes later, I came back. I had bought medicine and food. The downpour had soaked me like a drowned rat. She watched me in silence. From that day on, Bai Ningbing never said another harsh word to me. Only later did I learn that she had been deeply shocked that day. No one in her life had ever come back for her. I was the first. The memory ended. I found some clothes and changed slowly. But before I had even put on my shirt, the closet door suddenly opened. Bai Ningbing and I stared at each other. It was a little awkward. Bai Ningbing hurried back out after I got dressed. Why did you not make a sound? I thought you had left again. Do not be so fierce. Bai Ningbing froze for a moment, and all her anger vanished. That line had always worked before. Whenever Bai Ningbing lost her temper, I would casually tell her not to be so fierce. I did not expect it to still work now. I have not even blamed you yet. Why did you enter the closet without knocking? I did not know you were in there. Her face flushed red. I did not see anything. If that upset you, I apologize. I am sorry. I had noticed long ago that although Bai Ningbing was stubborn and tough, she was unexpectedly innocent about certain things. It is fine. I am a little tired. Without thinking, I said. It is not as though I have never seen you before. The moment I said it, I knew it was inappropriate. Sure enough, Bai Ningbing pressed her lips together. Her face and neck turned bright red. I changed the subject. You have no scenes today. I am done filming. I will make some porridge. Take your medicine later. Because I fell into the water. I had caught a slight cold. When Bai Ningbing brought over the porridge, she was still wearing an apron. I could not help looking at her twice. You look rather gentle in an apron. What did you say? I said thank you. Bai Ningbing's eyes lit up, but her tone was still fierce. Finish all your food. Do not waste any. What else do you want to eat? I can reluctantly make it for you. You do not need to trouble yourself. Go do your work. I have no scenes tomorrow morning. I am not going back to the set tonight. I have time to prepare ingredients. And one more thing. You sleep here tonight. I will move to the guest room. There is no extra bedding in the guest room. You are sick, so stay in bed. Stop putting yourself through this. Ningbing pointed at the floor. Same as before. I will sleep on the floor. My fever returned in the middle of the night. Ningbing barely slept. Every so often, she changed the towel on my forehead. A fever can leave you delirious. Hallucinations are inevitable. In my haze, I thought I had returned to that small basement room. Ningbing slept on the floor, several yards away from me, as if avoiding suspicion. A table stood between us. When I looked over, all I could see was her thin back. Once, Ningbing fell ill. She endured it without telling me. I sensed something was wrong in the middle of the night. When I got up, her forehead was burning. I found fever medicine and wiped her face again and again. Ningbing suddenly reached out and grabbed me. She held on for a long time, as if afraid I would leave. She let go only after falling asleep. That was the closest we had been before graduation. Most of the time, we were like strangers. Even at school, we simply passed each other by. I spent the night in a feverish haze. When I woke the next day, Ningbing was already gone. She had been called away for reshoots, but prepared dishes sat on the table. In the center was a box of chocolates, the most expensive kind. I was halfway through my box meal when someone came in. I thought Ningbing had returned, but it was a stranger. I recognized her, Ningbing's manager, and one of her closest friends. Her manager stared blankly at me. I tried every way to explain. I am only the assistant director on this production. What is your name? You can call me Fang Xiaoyu. She was so startled she nearly jumped up. Fang Xiaoyu? You are Fang Xiaoyu? She looked at me in sudden realization. You are Xiaoyu? What is it? Seeing my confusion, she continued. Ningbing used to search for you like crazy. When she could not find you, she gave up on herself. She would not eat or sleep. For a time, she completely fell apart. But now it is all right. She found you. She can finally be at peace. After 7 years, she finally does not have to torment herself anymore. You are joking. We only dated for 3 months. It could not have been that unforgettable. How could it not be? Did you not know Ningbing became an actress? Because of you? Because of her parents. She had always hated the idea of being a celebrity. Her family once wanted her to debut as a child star, but she refused. But right after breaking up with you, she suddenly said she wanted to become an actress. She said it was because you loved movies. As a star, she could stand in the brightest, highest place and let you see her. I froze. There really had been something like that. One night, I could not sleep, so I spoke to Ningbing. Are you asleep? No. I watched a movie today. The Shawshank Redemption. It was really good. Not interested. I want to make movies someday too, but that must cost a lot of money. Too bad I do not have any. Making a movie does not cost that much. I thought she did not understand anything, that she was wildly unrealistic. So I said nothing more. So she remembered it all. Her manager sighed wistfully. In only 3 months, you made her carry you in her heart for a lifetime. Ningbing returned that afternoon. She asked her manager, "What are you doing here? Your filming is wrapping up. I came to help clean up. I do not need you. Go. Also, I am taking some time off. Do not schedule any appearances. You are abandoning your friends for romance. Remember when you could not find him and cried your eyes out in front of me?" Ningbing awkwardly cut her off. "Do not say that in front of my boyfriend." I corrected her. "Ex-boyfriend. You never personally told me we were breaking up, so it does not count as a breakup. I wrote you a letter. It was only a letter. I threw it away after reading it. Who knows whether you even wrote it yourself?" Seeing that, her manager quietly slipped away. "Weren't you angry when you read that letter? It said I would expose your scandals. You do not have the nerve. Besides, would I not see the news if you had exposed me?" I had no answer. Ningbing went to wash some fruit. I continued. "It only takes one person to end a relationship. Whether you accept it or not, we have been over for a long time." Ningbing went rigid. She turned and looked at me. "Then I will pursue you." "It is no use." Ningbing, are you angry with me? Because I lied to you and did not tell you about my background? Or because of Lu Jingnian? I did not explain it to you in time. Both and neither. Ningbing, we are from different worlds. Do not force it. The room fell utterly silent. After who knew how long? Her eyes were bloodshot. She spoke as if deeply wronged. I will not give up. I did not take Bai Ningbing's words to heart. After filming wrapped, I went back to my hometown. My aunt's old house was scheduled for demolition. She asked me to help sort through the furniture. Though my aunt had always favored her own children, she had still raised me. I would not repay her kindness with ingratitude. On the way back, I passed by my old high school. The school buildings had been renovated a few years ago, and everything had changed. I stood at the school gate for a while, when someone suddenly called out to me, "You are... What was your name?" "I remember you." A woman stepped out of the janitor's room. She looked about my age. "You went to this school. I remember you were in the same class as Bai Ningbing, right? And you are... I once had a fight with Bai Ningbing." "Oh, right? Why are you alone today? Where is Bai Ningbing? Was she not always following behind you?" I was taken aback. "Following behind me?" "Yes. Every evening after late study hall, Bai Ningbing would follow behind you, watching you all the way home." "You did not know that really happened?" Seeing that I did not believe her, the woman continued, "The time I fought with her, she suddenly called a stop halfway through. She said school was out, and she had to go back to school. I found that strange at the time. Her of all people, going back to school. So I followed her. I found her waiting by the gate. Once you came out, she followed behind you. Only later did I learn why. She feared that people she had offended might drag you into it. So, she wanted to keep you safe." The woman pointed to the plane tree in the corner. "She would stand there waiting for you." At 17, Bai Ningbing loved to wear black. She always blended into the night. A gust of wind swept past. It felt as though she were still standing there. My aunt called to hurry me along. When I arrived, my aunt was clearing out the basement. The bed I had slept in and the desk I had used were carried out one by one. "Xiaoyu, I found something. Come quickly." She pointed to a corner of the floor. "Your name was carved all over it." "That girl carved it, did she not? The girl who became an actress." "How do you know?" "Oh, yes. She came looking for me before." "When? Do you remember?" "I found something here once, and gave you a good scolding over it. You were so defiantly stubborn back then. I could hardly stand to speak of it." Remembering the past, my aunt grew nostalgic. "You refused to tell me the truth. You insisted it was yours. But I knew you were not that kind of child. The day I scolded you, that girl was at the window. She saw everything." I gripped the hem of my clothes, my breathing slowing. I was afraid she would lead you astray. So I refused to let her come sleep on the floor again. So that was why. Near the end of junior year, Bai Ningbing stopped coming over for free meals and a place to sleep. She had only been afraid of affecting me. Those scuff marks on the floor meant Bai Ningbing had known sleepless nights too. Bai Ningbing never said a word, yet she called my name 1,000 times in her heart. The day before demolition, I walked from the school gate to my aunt's house once more. Dense plane trees shaded that familiar little road. I walked all the way to the end, where I saw the basement's tiny window. As if we were connected by some unspoken bond, I turned around. Bai Ningbing stood across the road, wearing a mask. 20 minutes later, we sat down at the restaurant we used to visit. I had not answered her calls since filming wrapped. Yet she still found me. That old pool hall was right beside the restaurant, watching people come and go. I suddenly needed an answer. "I came here looking for you that summer. You impatiently sent me away. Do you know how hurt I was?" Bai Ningbing looked startled for a moment. "I was not impatient. I was just scared and worried. That pool hall was not a good place. The people I was meeting that day were no good either. Those girls had been plotting against me. When you showed up, I was terrified. I was afraid they would target you." Bai Ningbing furrowed her brow, answering with care. "I am sorry. I was too nervous and made you misunderstand." Just then, the owner called our number. I asked Bai Ningbing to grab a bottle of water. While she was gone, several women surrounded me. "Hey, handsome. Give us your number. That was your girlfriend just now, right? Why is she wearing a mask while she eats? Is she crazy or something?" I looked at them coldly. "Get lost." Well, you have quite the temper. Do you know, we run this neighborhood." The woman leading them reached out to touch me. The next second, she howled in pain. I nearly twisted her wrist. "I do not hit women." Just then, Bai Ningbing returned. "He does not hit women, but I do." Bai Ningbing completely cast aside her disguise and public persona. She radiated a violent menace. I stared at her in a daze. It was her. The Bai Ningbing I knew was back. I had no doubt Bai Ningbing could take on all 4 of them and put every one of them on the ground. But I had to stop her. Her position was different now. She could not get into a fight. But Bai Ningbing was stubborn. She glared relentlessly at the 4 women, determined to make them answer for it. Come back. Bai Ningbing, do not be so fierce. I tugged lightly at her hand. Bai Ningbing froze instantly. It was as though water had washed over her. All the violence left her. Even her sharp edges softened. Then forget it. Bai Ningbing, let us run. Bai Ningbing caught my hand tightly. We raced outside, through the streets and crowds. We kept running, tirelessly. Our heartbeats thundered louder and louder in my ears. Thump, thump, thump. The last time I heard that sound, it was because this person had set my young heart racing too. And now, she seemed like that stubborn girl again. We ran all the way to my aunt's house, then slipped into the basement. It was completely empty now, waiting to be demolished tomorrow. Even the lights were gone. Only moonlight streamed in. We spoke at the same time. You used to walk me home every day. Yeah. I had a bad temper back then. I was always offending people. I could not let you walk alone. I would have worried. Then why did not you tell me? What would be the point? You were supposed to get into college. Focus on your studies. Leave everything else to me. I pointed at the words carved into the floor again. Then what do these mean? They mean I like you. I froze for a moment. You never said that when we were 18. You never said it. Bai Ningbing lowered her eyes and spoke slowly, because back then, I did not know how to say it. Bai Ningbing's past was unusual. She had parents, but it was as if she had none. She grew up surrounded by indifference. No one taught her how to love someone, or how to express that love. Bai Ningbing thought being there whenever I called, and spending money on me was a confession. She was happy when I confessed to her first, but she was not used to being loved, or to intimacy. So she seemed passive. Bai Ningbing had practiced saying, I like you in front of a mirror, but it felt awkward. She could not say the words, so she wrote them down instead. Like other girls, she folded 1,000 paper cranes. Inside each one, she wrote, I like you. She planned to give them to me on my birthday. Sadly, that day never came. Later, she became an actress, living so many different lives through her roles. She finally learned how to express herself, but the person she wanted to tell had vanished from her life. After a moment of silence, I asked, then, what about Lu Jingnian? I treated him well, because he saved my life. What? When I was little, my parents neglected me. He was the one who always came to play with me. Once, I had a fever, and he was the first to notice. He cried and made a scene, getting the adults' attention. Only then did they realize I was sick. The doctor said, if I had arrived any later, the fever would have damaged my brain. After that, I promised him I would treat him like my own brother and take good care of him. All these years, I truly did see him as a brother. But that summer, there was another hidden reason. Lu Jingnian threatened me. He said if I did not take him with me, he would tell my parents and make them hate you completely. My parents had always trusted Lu Jingnian. If he twisted the truth, it would be very bad for you. Besides, I did not trust my parents to do the right thing. If they took their anger out on you, they might pull strings behind the scenes and keep you from going to college. So, you told me not to provoke him. Yes, Bai Ningbing knew exactly what I meant. Lu Jingnian said you set him up, but I did not believe a word of it. All I wanted then was for you to have nothing to do with him, not even speak to him. That way, you would be safe. I felt a little dejected. I never thought I had made you misunderstand so deeply. You could have asked me directly. Thinking back, my heart was filled with complicated emotions. She did not know how to love someone, but did I? No, I did not know either. After being abandoned again and again by my biological parents, I lost the courage to demand answers. In my world, only studying hard and working hard could earn me a rare word of praise and keep me from being abandoned again. So, when it came to Bai Ningbing, I would rather die of heartbreak than question her even once. I certainly did not dare lose my temper. Neither of us knew how to love. The moonlight was cool as water. But there was one more thing. I made it clear to Bai Ningbing. When I went abroad, your parents paid for it. I figured as much. I could have chosen not to leave, but that might have been my only chance to study abroad. For once, I was selfish. I understand. Bai Ningbing smiled. It was an especially gentle smile. Xiaoyu, you are too kind. I want you to be more selfish. Do not let the world hurt you. From now on, I will focus on my career too. No problem. I will follow your lead. You are a Best Actress winner. You have such a bright future. Why follow me? Even becoming Best Actress was because of you. But we only dated for 3 months. But my feelings for you have lasted far longer than 3 months. Bai Ningbing wasted no time. The day after we cleared up our misunderstanding, she made our relationship public on Weibo. She even tagged me. 3 months in exchange for a lifetime. The trending topics nearly crashed the servers. Wait, I worried that Bai Ningbing's parents would cause her trouble again. But I had worried for nothing. Bai Ningbing was 25. What could her parents do? Even if they disapproved. With Bai Ningbing's personality, they could not interfere at all. Maybe they had been unable to control her even 7 years ago. That was why they came after me instead. I had only lost to my own insecurity. After Bai Ningbing went public, someone else in the discussion began trending too. That very day, Jingnian came to see me, furious. I knew you looked familiar. So you are Fang Xiaoyu? Yeah, so. Break up with Bing. Now, I am the one engaged to her. I opened my mouth, but stopped myself from speaking. Bai Ningbing had arrived. She was standing right behind Jingnian. Yet Jingnian kept provoking me. Have you seen what people are saying online? They all say you are living off her. They say you came between Bai Ningbing and me. If you do not want to lose your job, then hurry up and break up with her. Give her back to me. What relationship do you and I have? How come I do not know about it? Bing. How has this poor boy fooled you again? Watch your mouth. You said we were like family. Why are you lashing out at me for no reason? I have already done more than enough. If we're like siblings, you should not want us to be anything more. Otherwise, we cannot even be friends. No one had ever spoken to Jingnian like that. He flew into a rage. Bai Ningbing, he has got you under his spell, has he? I am holding a press conference. Just you wait. He will never shake off the label of living off a woman. First, there is no written proof of any engagement between us. It was just a joke between our parents. I have publicly denied it many times. Second, if you dare hold that press conference, do not blame me for showing no mercy. But this poor boy is nowhere near good enough for you. Bai Ningbing suddenly looked at him with pity. Every other word out of your mouth is poor. Jingnian, have you ever truly loved anyone? Of course, I love you. No, you do not love me. If my last name were not Bai, if I did not have celebrity parents, if I were just some delinquent girl, would you still like me? Jingnian froze. It was as if he had never considered that question. If, on a rainy day, you saw that version of me sitting by the roadside, would you hold an umbrella over me? No, you would not. You would only mutter that I was a menace to society. You love my status, not me as a person. You cannot even accept that I was once a delinquent girl. Bai Ningbing took my hand and led me away. When I looked back, Jingnian was still standing there stunned. He seemed deeply shaken. I did not know whether he understood. But a week later, I heard that Jingnian's press conference went ahead as planned. Bai Ningbing had no right to stop the press conference. But she made extensive preparations for the crisis to come. Yet the press conference was not what we expected. Jingnian appeared before the cameras, impeccably dressed. Today, I want to make something clear. Bai Ningbing and I have never been engaged. The entire room erupted. Everyone had come expecting a scandal, like a Best Actress winner cheating on someone. Bai Ningbing and I grew up together because our families were business partners. But she sees me as an older brother, and I see her only as a younger sister. As for the engagement, it was nothing but a rumor. Neither of us ever acknowledged it. Our parents merely mentioned it in passing. It was never binding. I have never had feelings for Bai Ningbing, and she feels the same. I hope everyone will stop spreading false rumors. As for Fang Xiaoyu, Jingnian paused for a moment, then said solemnly, he is Bai Ningbing's first love. I judge him by his appearance. I deeply apologize to him. Public opinion changed in an instant. Online users dug up some of Jingnian's arrogant past remarks. They had plenty to say about them. But the good news was, None of the public relations plans by Ningbing had prepared were needed. I was utterly baffled. Why had he suddenly changed? Bai Ningbing grinned. If he had not changed his tune, our families would not even be able to discuss future partnerships. Bai Ningbing now had the final say in her family. The family company was in her hands too. Lu Jingnian backed down for the sake of the partnership. Another 6 months passed. Bai Ningbing's father fell ill. He could no longer keep striving as he had. Her mother also turned down most of her engagements to stay home and care for him. As for Bai Ningbing, her career flourished more than ever. She held all the power. The elders could no longer interfere with any of her decisions. Once Bai Ningbing learned how to love, she seemed like a different person. The more she had lacked before, the more she wanted to make up for it now. Half her Weibo posts were about me. She mentioned me on shows too. I used to be a delinquent girl. My husband pulled me out of the darkness and let me see a glimmer of light. But there were after effects. Whenever she could not find me, Bai Ningbing would panic, afraid I would leave without a word again. Sometimes, waking from dreams at midnight, she would hold me tight and refuse to let go, calling my name, Xiaoyu, over and over. The icy best actress everyone else saw, loved acting cute around me. She called my name again and again, and it reminded me of the words carved beneath the dust. When I was 27, Bai Ningbing and I returned to our old school. Youth is like the changing seasons. One generation follows another. There will always be someone young. There will always be someone helpless before their racing heart. Outside our old classroom stood a towering plane tree. We stood beneath it, listening to the clear voices of students reading aloud. Bai Ningbing. 7 years. What if I had not come back? You would have come back. You are that sure? You came back that day in the pouring rain. That is why I believe you would come back this time too. I was the only person in her life who had left and returned, and I still am. We stood beneath the classroom window. Bai Ningbing rose onto her toes and kissed me. Xiaoyu, I love you. In high school, I picked up a little delinquent girl nobody wanted. Today marks 10 years since I found her. It is also the day we officially registered our marriage. If anyone asked me in the future what the best love letter I ever received was, I will tell them, it was the path after school. It was the nights we kept each other company.